Today we're going to continue in Psalm 119, reading verses 49 through 56. Remember your promise to me. It is my only hope. Your promise revives me. It comforts me in all my troubles. The proud hold me in utter contempt, but I do not turn away from your instructions. I meditate on your age-old regulations. O Lord, they comfort me. I become furious with the wicked because they reject your instructions. Your decrees have been the theme of my songs wherever I have lived. I reflect at night on who you are, O Lord. Therefore, I obey your instructions. This is how I spend my life, obeying your commandments. I want to just bring out a dynamic out of these 8 verses I think we need to consider as followers of Jesus. Verse 53 has that line, I become furious with the wicked because they reject your instructions. And the question is, what do we do with our frustration and, yes, anger at those who live apart from God's way of love for all? Don't we have those times where we see what someone does, we just see it as being completely apart from God's desire for life and living? It's just an act of selfishness, not love for others. And we get frustrated, we get angry. First, I want to say this. If we never get angry with those who don't follow Jesus, I think we do have a problem in a way. Jesus got angry at times at the temple with the Pharisees. Jesus got angry at times with his own disciples, frustrated at their lack of getting it. We should be angered by what angers God's heart. If we don't, it actually shows we don't care about what is happening in the lives of other people or to other people because of sin. The question that is at the core, though, for us is, how is this anger and frustration expressed? How is it supposed to be expressed? Again, our model is Jesus. Jesus expressed anger at sin and loved sinners. Even in his harshest words and actions, usually reserved for religious people, he called for those people to turn from their ways and turn to God. Jesus called out hypocrisy. He called out greed. He called out division. And see, unfortunately, we likely all know Christians who voice scathing remarks against sinners or have attitudes like the Pharisees, seeing people who aren't part of God's church as condemned or unloved, or even worse, by God. Maybe you're listening and go, that was me yesterday, or that's me in general. I think we've all had this at times. And here our attitudes towards the scriptures can help us. See, if the scriptures are just simply rules that have to be obeyed, we will judge other people on their performance to the rules, particularly compared to our perceived performance of the rules or our version of God's rules. But if the scriptures are a message of love, not just from God, but about God, that he is calling us to live in his image. We are image bearers. We're called to be like him and to love others as he loves us, as he has shown his love, and inviting others into that life. We will find grace for ourselves in the scriptures, and we will find the encouragement to give grace to others even when they aggravate us, because we know God's grace has been extended to us. To keep ourselves from hostile attitudes towards those sinners in our lives, we need to be doing what the psalmist says. Verse 55, the beginning, I reflect at night on who you are, O God. Therefore, I'll obey your instructions. What's God's instructions? At the core, love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. Love your neighbor as yourself. Go and do likewise. Be blessed. God is with you. Enjoy your day.